Screen recording started.
So, do we use Litchi or DJI GO4? That's the question. Now, for ease of access and more things on the app in terms of screen recording, virtual reality, and more flight modes, I'd say the Litchi app, to be honest with you. I've used them both now on the Mavic for quite some time, and I've got to say that I do prefer the Litchi app as opposed to the other one. We're going to do a quick demo on the Orbit feature, so if you just bear with me, I'll show you now. That's my location. We're disconnected to the Mavic at the minute, which I think is great as well. You can set all this up without being connected to the drone. So let's just say, for instance, we were going somewhere away and we knew that there was a specific monument that we wanted to capture footage of. We'd click in the top left where it says FPV, that's the current flight mode, click on Orbit. Now this field here, it's not got anything in it, but just let's say we've got the Statue of Liberty, for instance. You click on the point where you want to orbit, so right in the middle of the field, click to there. Once you've done that, click on the blue marker and it brings up all the settings for this particular orbit. So you can set your altitude of your drone, you can set the radius that it'll orbit at, depending on how big or little or what kind of shot you want, how quick the drone will go in the specific direction that you set. So at the minute it's doing 31 seconds a revolution, so that means it will go all the way around in 31 seconds. You can set that to longer or as high as you want. Your entry point, I don't mess with, I go straight for the nearest every time. You can enter from north, east, south and west, but I tend not to mess about with that. I just go straight for the nearest point from where I've taken off. Your heading is where your Mavic will be pointing while it's orbiting, so you've got all them there. Obviously this case we're going to do a central one. You can rotate clockwise or anti-clockwise. Your gimbal, I always keep it in manual, but you can set it to automatic if you know the height of the subject that you're filming. So we'll go and do a test of the Orbit and we'll see how it performs.
Screen recording started.
Okay, so here we are. I've set up a new orbit point just as a test. As you can see on the screen there, it's an electric generator here in the sunny UK. So what we're going to do is we've took off, as you can see. We're at 13 foot, so I'm going to load up. It's quite windy, as you can see, but I'm going to load up my test. Load up the test. Test, load. Click on the blue center point. Make sure you've got everything. So we've got an altitude, radius, time. Just basically click start, and everything now is automatic.
Recording started.
Again, I'm not touching anything here. It's quite windy, so the Mavic's fighting the wind. It's on a bit of a tilt, but we'll see how it performs. Slightly worried about them blades. I'm hoping that I've got the radius big enough. I should do. But we'll see how we get on. It's coming up to the radio point now. It should point towards the centre of it once it hits it. Yep, that was all automatic. And here we go. I think them blades are far enough away. It's just slightly concerning, considering I've never been here. But I mean, look at that. That's a lovely shot. Probably not the best thing to orbit around, you know, the most attractive, but as a test, and you know, I couldn't be happier with that up to now. I think that's working perfectly. I mean, the wind really is coming in. So in order to stop this, you're just pressing the stop button in the middle left of your phone. It'll keep rotating until you stop the action. You can go in there and you can change things. Once you've stopped it, you can go back in. But I mean, that's a beautiful shot, it really is. Considering the scene and the orbit point, what we're focusing on, the applications for this are just incredible, and this is why I'm a real big fan of the Litchi app. I think it's great. So I mean, I think that's enough for now. Again, you can speed it up, slow it down, do whatever you want, as you know. So thanks for watching anyway. If you want more videos, just hit the subscribe button, thumbs up if you liked it, and I hope it helps. Any questions, just leave them in the comments. Thanks.